Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to my December project. As you can see, got a lot of stuff going on, a little bit of a mess, no idea what I'm doing. I think I'm going to talk about the fact that this is another December project, another December in a new house. Fun fact, I actually did my very first December project to document our first Christmas season in California. And that's been since 2015. So this is my, oh Lord, going on 10 years of December projects. Okay, so let me shut up and let's see what I can do. All right, guys, so I am starting with this 12 by 12 star paper. Now, this is, I'm pretty sure, from a Heidi Swap paper pad. I'm going to go ahead and trim that bad boy down to about 6 1/4 by 8 1/4. I know that I have just done a full like a full page as my kind of like title page, but the title page is not finished. So what will happen is I will kind of figure that out and decorate the front, the back. I'll add like an overlay to it. There will be more things. It will be much more decorative, but I'm not exactly sure how my album is going to turn out this year. Sometimes when I do the title page, I put all of the things that I want to have throughout the album on there, all of the colors, all of the stuff. And sometimes, which is like this year, I've really struggled with what I was doing. So I'm just going to come up with something. I'm trying out things because, like I said, I have no plans this year. I have pre-planned nothing. You guys saw me pull together the kit a couple days ago. It's a mess. I haven't put away the moving kit or put anything away. So the Christmas stuff is kind of just all over the desk. And this is the chaotic life I'm living. I am working on all of the Cyber Monday orders. Fun fact, I do believe the code is still active and it will be active until tonight. So if you missed out, get yourself over to Scrapping Reflections and do Cyber 30 for 30% off of everything. Shameless plug right there, you guys. So here, I'm going to figure out day one. So day one, is going to be talking about how this is a new house this Christmas season. And I have decided to represent that, the fact that this is a new house with a little house, right? So I know for a fact that the little house is going to be on this layout, but that is the only thing I know for certain that is going to be on this layout. Not entirely sure yet what else is going to make it on there. So I'm trying out different things. I'm trying out different frames. I'm just, you know, experimenting a little bit to figure out some clusters because the main part of this layout, the main part where the stars are, that light khaki color, is going to be journaling. And again, you guys, I'm not going to journal on camera. I'm sorry if that upsets, but I'm not entirely sure what my thoughts are yet. What I want to get out. I want to kind of reference the fact that, you know, this is our home now, and the move, and you know, we thought that we would be moving in and decorating for Christmas at the same time, which we basically did, but it took a lot longer, and I had the concussion, and I just don't know what all I want to put in to words yet. So I am not going to put the words down yet. And I think that that's okay, right? Like, this is my December project. I am going to basically do whatever the heck I want because, again, it's my December project, so I get to make that decision. That is the beauty, right? Like, I get to choose, this is what I want to put in here. This is what I don't want to put in here. All of the things I get to pick out. And that makes me happy because you guys know I like doing what I want. I like doing what I do. And you know, sometimes you just have to do that, right? You have to give yourself the permission to just go ahead and do the thing the way you want to do the thing. So when I was looking for some paper, you guys saw I had brought over a 4x6 card. My original plan was to go ahead and use red at the bottom, right? Like I'm going to tear the bottom off, which I've already done, and I was going to put some red down there because I felt like I needed to introduce some more red onto the layout. Oh, excuse me, because there wasn't enough. I love red at Christmas. I loved red before Target, and then I kind of got redded out, and now I am back to loving red now that Target is no longer a thing in my life, an all-encompassing thing in my life. But I ended up going with these words because I thought, oh, you know, there's fun words like Merry Christmas, Let It Snow. I can't remember what else it said, but I know that they were fun words, right? I'm like, there are fun words, and I would like to have the fun words on here. And then I decide, you know what? This star paper isn't fun enough up at the top. It is kind of boring, and the stars are just kind of blabbling, blabbling, blabbling out all over the place. And that is a very highly technical scrapbooking term, blabbling, 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 don't you know? So I'm going to grab my embossing ink pad and my gilded embossing powder from Brutus Monroe. And I am going to just, you know, throw some embossing powder on the edges here. I love embossing edges. This is something that I do a lot in my December projects. I don't know why I don't do it more in my regular scrapbooking because it is something that I love to do. I love to emboss. I love the effect that it creates. So I'm really not entirely sure why I don't do it more often. Probably should, right? If I enjoy it, I probably should do it a little bit more often. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and emboss these edges, and the magic of embossing is going to happen, and it's going to be nice and shiny and gold and beautiful. And if you haven't heard my plug before, I no longer have an affiliate or anything with Brutus Monroe. They changed their affiliate program, and I haven't been on the design team for a couple years now. But let me just tell you how much I love their embossing powder. It is A++, top notch, all the good things. So try yourself some. Now, my ATG garfunkled all over itself. So I had to fix that. I ended up breaking the tape, so I had to rip that out and start the tape over again. But after I get that done, we're back in business, guys. We are back at it. So I'm going to go ahead and use this little diagonal piece inside of this frame, and I'm going to place it down over here. I've got this wood veneer, the number 1, and the Christmas word, which the Christmas word is from my shop. The wood veneer is from MK's shop. The other stuff is stuff that's been chilling a while. I have no idea. Some of the stuff I got from my own shop. I just don't exactly remember what exactly came from where anymore. But I do know that the die cut word was mine and the wood veneer was MK's. So I'm going to kind of make the word Christmas follow that tear line down there at the bottom. And then I am going to figure out which one of these little pine cone bits I actually want to use. Because I'm not sure, right? Like, I'm just, like, not sure. I do know that the 1 is going to go over here. Because this is the first page, the first story, the first whatever. We'll figure out how we're going to do that. Like, I don't know if I'm going to write this as a letter. Or, like, write it to someone. Or write it in first person. I just don't know how I want the story to go. But anyway, gonna go ahead and get this stuff glued down. The little house, I'm pretty sure, is from Coco Vanilla's Deck the Halls. Really need the world to get its act together, and including the United States. I just need everybody to be able to work with everybody, and so I can order Coco Vanilla. I haven't had an update in a hot minute, but I still don't think she's shipping to us as retailers. So anyway, yeah, love me some Coco Vanilla. So gonna go ahead and put a little bit more adhesive right there because it was popping up. Very thin sheets of paper. These are not thick cardstock weight, so there is some warping and such things, but I'm gonna go ahead and get that stuck down. The house does wobble a little bit because of that twig on the wood veneer, so I do get some pop foam. These are little round pop foam, so I cut the leftover pop foam and went ahead and fit that underneath of there. Now, normally I love a pop foam that you don't pop anything out of it. I love one that just is like straight squares or whatever. I tried this to see if I like it. It's great. The circles are perfect in the little parts, and you can still use the leftover, so you're still using the same amount of foam. I do decide to add on some of these black faceted gemstones. I will be writing in a black ink pen, and then there is this little tiny word phrase that says, tell a story, something about that. Something about telling a story, because I felt like, well, this will remind me if I don't go back and journal right away. This will remind me what my original thought was. Because, sometimes the original thoughts just go away. But anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.